Good morning. Today's lecture is an extension of our yesterday's lecture. We were talking of Shakespearean comedy, The Merchant of Venice. She, Shakespeare as a dramatist, though is much known for his tragedies, but his comedies are also noteworthy. Noteworthy in the sense, if you look for his tragedies, they are named after certain characters who are male ones mostly, or all, I better say. Uh, See Hamlet, Macbeth, Lear, and Othello. The rest of his dramas, particularly focusing on comedies, because we are having a comedy, The Merchant of Venice. So, in his comedies, his female characters, Shakespearean female characters, they matter much. They matter much means here in his comedies, the female characters are dominant, or I say superior, or I say are more noticeable, or I say they are the chief characters, or we can call them protagonists. So, this very word protagonist, it does mean that the central figure is a character, doesn't matter whether he is a male or female. But in Shakespearean comedies, his female characters are dominant and they are the protagonists. See the times, Elizabethan times, 16th century. Europe is not that much away from South Asian parts, we people, and we were an integral part of European culture, British centric culture. But the female identity, the female characters, womanhood, or I say half of the human race, they were rather not that much well treated, I say. See, in the discriminatory social politics, the gender, caste, creed, religion, you may say, race, this discriminatory part has to go with gender as well, male and female. They are complementary, but they were seen against. But if you look for Shakespearean comedies, they are female ones, though comedy is a lighter drama. But the female characters in Shakespearean comedies, they are so vibrant, so charming, so witty, so intelligent, so quick witted, so what shall I say, so enticing that they cover the major space. If you see the space been granted, space been given, space been allotted to the characters, all characters, and if you divide them in kind of a ratio, what sort of a space, what sort of words, or what sort of the space is given, the female characters are dominant over there. Most of the space is given to them. Keeping in mind most of his comedies, or in general, if I am to talk about his female characters, his tragedies are even there. Among the tragedies, you can see in King Lear, you have Cordelia. Regan and Gondril are her sisters. Cordelia plays a dominant role. In Macbeth, it's Lady Macbeth, though she is in a villainous role. She is not a good character. But in his comedies, they are unlike the female characters in his tragedies. They are not like the female characters in the tragedies. The female characters in comedies are so beautiful, so gorgeous. So they are the center of the drama. They are the heart of the drama. They are the backbone of the drama. And they are so well treated. Or I shall say, not only the female beauty, or what we in the worldly sense call the beauteous part of the female, not only that, but their wit, their intelligence, their all around get up, what I say. They are dominating over the male characters. Male characters are nowhere seen as the powerful ones. If you see in this particular drama, The Merchant of Venice, you shall find male characters with a certain name to be remembered: Antonio, Bassanio, Shylock. Antonio, Bassanio, they are friends and they are rivals, sometimes it's been seen. Shylock, the Jew, is a villainous character. But Portia, the hero, I better say, the hero of the play. So here is the female protagonist. If you see Rosalind in As You Like It, and there are multiple examples. So Shakespearean comedies, I better say, I dare say, all Shakespearean comedies, they are having female protagonists. Female character is dominant over there. So when we are to look a Shakespearean drama, particularly a comedy, so from question point of view, questions are based on the major characteristics, major themes, major concerns about the play. So if a play is to be seen, keeping in mind the characters are there and they played a very pivotal role. The major role is being played by the characters. Though there are other elements also, thought is there, diction is there, selection of words, song is there, spectacle is there, plot is there. But the characters are important because they are seen on the stage. They are giving words, they are having dialogue deliverances. So through the words, through diction, through selection of words, Shakespeare mastered over this skill. How he gave words to the heroines, his female characters, how he played with the words, how he caricatured them, how he treated his female characters as not only a kind of a beauty icon, beauty token, or a body to be seen, but a person comes into limelight. A persona is there. A powerful character comes into limelight. So all Shakespearean comedies are centered on his female characters. And the reason goes with not only the outer appearance, not only the glamour, not only the show and all that which can be said in certain colors, but the mind, the igniting mind, the fertile mind, the heart, the feel is there, the emotional integrity, the EQ and IQ all together, they run in a kind of a combo. So see, the female characters sometimes are in a disguise. Disguise means the female characters they take up a male role. Take up a male role means they are being seen as a male character, but the audience is having a very deeper instinct that this is the female character and it's been disguised in a male role, and how the female character plays the male role. So if you see Portia in the trial scene, we are focusing on the central themes because exams are very near, hopefully, if corona dies very soon. So keeping in mind the focused examination point of view, we better see female characters in Shakespearean comedies, and in our comedy, The Merchant of Venice, it's Portia. And what the scene is, the trial scene is there, where Portia, as a kind of a lawyer, she advocates before the judge. Shylock comes Antonio Besonio, they are the part of a kind of a discussion. And this puzzle, this riddle is, this problem is solved out. So we find a kind of a solution, but that solution is somewhat intimidated with not the tragic exactly, but the audience feels if something bad must not happen. So Shakespearean female characters, they are focused. Your eye never be away from those characters. The reason is the vibrant mind. Reason is the emotional integrity. The reason is the intellect and the wit. So this outer luster, this show, this chauviness of the female beauty, it's there, but it's not everything. Generally, with the male gaze, female are seen with the body, but here we find the persona, the female character comes into a kind of a character which is incomparable. So, Shakespearean comedy, The Merchant of Venice, it goes with the kind of the central character, the hero of Shakespearean comedy. This comedy, particularly The Merchant of Venice, most of the comedies, here we find Portia. So, Portia, particularly where he goes with the forefront, where he goes with his most dominating role, where he goes with a kind of a thing which the audience cannot belie or cannot be away from, or audience is very much there in the scene. So that is the trial scene. So when Shylock is there, Antonio Besonio are there, Portia is there, so the scene comes into limelight. When we are to read through this drama, we see the scene being dramatized, scene being seen, scene being video clipped. As we see a movie, a film is there. We find a sort of events being regularly seen, and audience is very curious, very, very much waiting for what's going to happen next. So the credit for Shakespearean comedies, as far as a character is concerned, it goes to female characters, Shakespearean heroines, and Shakespearean female characters, they are the protagonists of his comedies. So that is all for our today's lecture. Let's see something else in our next one. So till then, stay safe, stay at home, do take care of yourself, please, because it's high time we have to fight with an invisible enemy. Goodbye.